Hello and welcome to the Scientia Skills Pharmacy Technician Programme. My name's Emma and together over the next 2 years we're going to work together to help you get the qualifications you need to be a pharmacy technician and register with the GPHC. You'll have already received your package from Scientia Skills, including your tablet, and also you've managed to get access to the e-portfolio because that's where you're watching me here. That's all good start to your qualifications, and this video gives you an introduction as to how we're going to help you through your qualifications in the programme. For start off, the tutor guide is available on your ePortfolio library, and it's a good idea to, after this video, download that and print it out and hand it to your tutor, or at least make sure they know it's there. So what are you going to do over the next couple of years? Well, this is one programme, but it's 2 qualifications. The GPHC require you to have a knowledge qualification and a practical skills qualification to show you have got the skills and knowledge to be a pharmacy technician. Both of those qualifications are broken down into small chunks. These are called units, and they usually cover a task. This could be taking in a prescription, for example. They will be things that you do every day, from prescription handling, orders, that sort of thing, through to some things that might be a bit less frequent, reviewing your skills and identifying areas for development. Each of the units is broken down into assessment criteria, and they would be steps within that task. So if we're thinking about taking in a prescription, it could be that they are how you greet the customer, what do you check on the prescription, what questions you ask, how do you identify what's needed and what next steps to take. You do need to cover all the assessment criteria, and we'll look at that again a bit later on. The other thing a unit has is range statements, and these give you a variety of situations where you can show you've got the skills to do the tasks. It could be different types of customer, different types of prescription, that sort of thing. The 2 qualifications, one covering knowledge and one covering skills, come together throughout the programme, so you'll be showing that you've got the knowledge and the skills in a particular task and move forward. With the knowledge qualification, what are you going to learn? You'll mainly be learning facts. You'll also be learning research skills and how to use the knowledge you have and adapt it to the audience that you're talking to. For example, you'd explain something to a customer in a very different way that you might explain it to a doctor or other healthcare provider. And how's it assessed? We use a mix of different assignments. You could be asked to produce a poster or maybe a leaflet explaining something. You might be asked for a written explanation or a report. But all of them will require some research, and that's how you show you can use your knowledge. You'll have support throughout all these tasks. We're not going to just ask you to do them, and you'll get that through your assessment plan on your ePortfolio and through your assessor as well, who's there to guide you. If we look at the MVQ course in the practical skills, there's also assessment criteria and range there, and what you're going to do to cover those is gather evidence, and this will be from the tasks you do in your day-to-day role. You'll present that evidence to your assessor through the ePortfolio. And how is that evidence assessed? Well, your assessor compares it to the criteria, and they will agree with the claims that you've made. They'll also give you some feedback. If there's anything they want some more detail on or anything they'd like you to cover, they'll say so. So you've got guidance on what you need to do next. So what will you need to complete this programme? You'll need some form of internet connection on occasion. You can work on the tablet or on a laptop or other PC, but occasionally you will need internet connection in order to upload your evidence or download the next workbook. You'll need something like Word or Adobe so that you can structure your evidence and present it to your assessor. But if you're not that IT confident, get someone who can help you initially. They'll show you the steps to take, and once you've done it a few times, you'll be off to a flying start. So what other support is there? There's your tutor in your workplace, either a pharmacist or pharmacy technician that you work with, and they plus the tutor guide can help you adopt initially. There's other colleagues who might be in your pharmacy, dispensers, counter assistants, that sort of thing, and they can be good at highlighting other situations where you may be able to gather evidence. You'll have your assessor from Scientia Skills. This will be someone you get to know quite well over the next couple of years. You'll have email contact, phone contact with them, and they'll give you feedback and guidance to help you work through the programme. And there's always us at the MVQ Centre at Scientia Skills as well. They've got a good knowledge of the programme, will be able to guide you and support you, so do get in touch if you need to. One area of the practical course that you'll need some extra equipment could be the extemporaneous area. Here you'll need some basic equipment, maybe weighing scales, ointments, spatulas, that sort of thing. We'll provide you with some dummy prescriptions so you know where you're going, but you will need to be able to make these items. At the end of each workbook, there is some suggested further reading to help you broaden your knowledge that we introduced in the workbook. It might be an idea to think about how you might access this, maybe through a library or through the internet. And what do you do now to get started? Well, you've made the first step, you've got into your e-portfolio. Now download Workbook 1. Here you'll find a timetable and you can help to use that to review with your tutor, plan your next steps, that sort of thing. How are you going to complete your first workbook on time? It's a good idea to have a good discussion about that so you can make a definite plan. There'll also be a way of identifying the skills you're going to need to develop over the next 2 years. It could be a task that you're not involved with yet, and Workbook 1 will give you some ideas on how you can develop that. So that's all for this first video. I hope you get some help with the others as well, and welcome to Scientia Skills Pharmacy Technician Programme.